On the crowded streets of New York, on an October day in 1914, a child was born. His name was Jonas Salk. He was the son of an immigrant family. They had no special privileges and no wealth, just a family that earned its living through hard work. But from an early age, Jonas was different from other children. He was more interested in questions than in games. The word why was a key for him, and with that key, he tried to open every door he encountered. As Jonas grew older, he began to notice something important. People talked a lot about success, but very little about pain. Illnesses, especially those affecting children, deeply saddened him. Years later, he would express this feeling in a single sentence. "I didn't want to be a successful person. I wanted to be a useful one." He worked hard and entered medical school. While most students dreamed of becoming good doctors, Jonas preferred the quiet of the laboratory to caring for patients at bedsides. To him, the real issue was acting before it was too late. Not treating a disease, but preventing it from ever happening. In the 1940s, the world was struggling with another kind of silence. It was the silence of fear and pain. Polio.
Every summer, it swept through families like an invisible storm. A child running one day could be unable to walk the next. Iron lungs, long hospital corridors, children's cries, and helplessness. People began living isolated lives in an effort to protect their children. In those years, the streets were filled not with children's laughter, but with tears. When Jonas Salk looked at this picture, he made a decision from which there was no turning back. This disease must be stopped. Days in the laboratory turned into nights, and nights into mornings. Many scientists considered his method inadequate and refused to support him. Using an inactivated virus instead of a live one to create a vaccine was a bold choice for that time. He was criticized, left alone, but he did not give up. Because for him, science was not a competition. If a disease is spreading, he said, it is not only a medical issue, but a moral one. When 1955 arrived, the long-awaited moment had come. After years of intense work, the vaccine was completed. The clinical trials were among the largest in medical history. When the results were announced, church bells rang across America, and cheers echoed in the streets. Newspapers ran headlines, people wept with relief. Because polio could now be prevented. Because for the first time, a generation could grow up without fear of it. Jonas Salk suddenly became one of the most well-known scientists in the world. Money, fame, power, everything lay before him. The world was at his feet. But he did not choose the path everyone expected. He did not patent the vaccine. When a journalist asked him why, Jonas paused, thought, and calmly replied, "There is no patent." Could you patent the sun? That sentence revealed who he truly was and how great his heart was. He believed that knowledge was not something to be owned, but something to be shared. He could have earned millions of dollars, but for him, there was something far more important: people living. Years later, he founded the Salk Institute. It was not just a building of concrete and glass, but a place where ideas could move freely. When he thought about the future of science, he always returned to the same point. Our greatest responsibility is to be good ancestors. In 1995, Jonas Salk passed away. He left behind no companies, brands, or fortunes. But he left behind a world where millions of children could run freely. And perhaps most importantly, he left behind a question. Who does knowledge belong to? Jonas Salk answered that question with his life. His story showed that science is written not only with intelligence, but also with conscience. And even today, that softly spoken sentence remains like his legacy. Hope lies in dreams, in imagination, and in the courage of those who dare to make those dreams a reality.